Hello, this is Lacquerography, and this is my wish list video for Polish Pickup for February 2024. And the theme for this month is wild animals. The shop opens this month from February the 2nd to February 5th. I'll put all the information down below in the description box. But I've already gone ahead and made a preliminary wish list. I actually have 13 all polish items this time on my wish list. It's just preliminary. I'm not going to purchase all of these, but let's jump right in and take a look at what I've got on my wish list. This first item up is by Polish for Days, and this one in fact is a base coat. It's their soft focus base coat in peach fuzz. So it says this one was inspired by Pantone's Color of the Year, which in fact is peach fuzz. And it says if you are new to soft focus base coats, they are a line of tinted base coats. Yes, it has base coat properties to help conceal and blur your nail line while maintaining the natural look of your nail. These base coats were designed for use with sheer polishes, but can be used with any polish. They allow you to use less of your polish, especially your rare bottles, and build up to opacity quicker without the extra step of a base color. This is not an opaque cream base. The colored soft focuses allow you to apply sheer polishes to change up the look of them for something new. I've actually managed to purchase a few of these soft focus base coats by Polish for Days in a variety of different base colors. One is more of a neutral. I believe it's called something like Briar Rose. I know that I have one in Plum Taupe as well. There's one that is a little bit more white, and there's one that's purple and one that's gray. And actually, I've been loving all of them. There's one in particular, their Briar Rose soft focus base coat. I've never worn it underneath another polish. I've always just enjoyed the color on its own. The quality of it is excellent, and it really stands up beautifully as a standalone polish. So I have really high hopes for this one. This really looks like a beautiful neutral peach color, and I think it would be really a versatile, well-worn polish in my collection, both as a base coat, but also just on its own. So this one is the base coat by Polish for Days, soft focus in peach fuzz. This next one up is by Beau Rev Lacquer, and this one is called Fawning Over You. It says this one is inspired by one of my most favorite fictional characters, Bambi, and his love story with Feline. A russet brown jelly base packed with emerald to aqua to violet, shifting iridescent shimmer. There's just something about this one, the brown jelly base with that really vibrant, cool shimmer. I think especially at this time of year, just about to head into February, this one looks like such a stunning transitional polish as you head from winter to spring. Still quite a ways away from spring, but I find I just crave the greens of nature after so much gray and brown and white with all the snow and ice, and then the melt that follows. So yeah, I think this one is a polish that is very beautiful. I think I'd make quite a bit of use out of it, and I could see it being versatile as a transitional winter to spring polish. I could see myself wearing it in the spring as well as kind of a darker pick. I could also see myself being drawn to this one in the fall and winter as well. Yeah, I think that this is a great polish, and it caught my eye the moment I saw it. So this one is by Beau Rev Lacquer, Fawning Over You. This next polish up is by Bluebird Lacquer, and this one is Squatty Yaddy Yaddy Yaddy. And this one looks to be a magnetic with a huge number of shifts here. The description that goes along with this one is that it is inspired by the hairy squat lobster. It's a magenta, large particle shimmer that gives a metallic-like effect. It has shifts of magenta, gold, and orange. A purple magnetic pigment complements the shifts by adding a purple glow. Can easily be worn unmagnetized. And there's actually only 600 of these available. So a cap of 600 means that the maker is only producing 600 of these items before it's considered a sellout. And actually this one so far is the first one with a cap that I've noticed on my wish list to this point. I'll have to watch out for that moving forward. I just think that the magnetic properties of this one are really interesting paired with those incredible shifts here. And from what I'm seeing here, it looks like I'm seeing a variety of different swatches, some magnetized like this one here, and some perhaps not, or at least done in maybe a different way. This one over here does not look to my eye to be magnetized in this swatch, but this one is. I always love I love a polish that has some versatility like this on busy days. Sometimes you just don't have enough time to magnetize a polish, and a polish like this that looks beautiful either way is well worth it, in my opinion. It appears to my eye here in this swatch to be unmagnetized unless it's been done with a different effect, like an aura effect or something like that. Just a really beautiful, sparkly purple color. And here it is magnetized, and I just find it so interesting seeing those like orange flashes in here as well. Like in this swatch, I can clearly see purple, magenta, and orange all in one here. And I just think that that is just a really unique combination, and I would love to give this one a try in my own collection. So this one is by Bluebird Lacquer, Squatty Yaddy Yaddy Yaddy. This next one up is by Cadillacquer, and this one is called Northern Cardinal. The moment I saw this one on the website, it just took my breath away. The contrast here in this thermal is absolutely stunning and totally unique to anything I've ever really seen. The description that goes along with this one is that it is inspired by the northern cardinal bird, a deep red, cold to bright red, warm thermal with fiery red, orange, yellow, iridescent flakes. And this one again has a cap, and the cap for this one is 640 bottles of this one available. And I don't know what to say, but like fiery flakies indeed. Like not only is the contrast here of the cold to warm states of this thermal just really striking and unique to any that I've seen, with the deep red to the bright red, but those flakies in there as well. I love the way that they play against both of those states, the bright red and the deep red. I just think that this is a standout polish, and this one was actually one of the first ones that I added immediately to my wish list. So this one is by Cadillacquer, Northern Cardinal. This next one is by Clionadh Cosmetics, and it's called Hippo. This one is inspired by Maggie's favorite animal, the hippopotamus. Fun fact, Maggie owns over 50 wood gemstone carved hippo figurines. This one is described as a gray crelly base with medium-sized particle shimmer that shifts pink, red, orange chartreuse. So an interesting description there of a warm shift against that gray crelly base. I find right now that colors like these are really appealing to me. I think partly it's because we're in winter, but also I find that colors like this one, a grayed polish with some interest to it, in this case, the medium-sized particle shimmer with really beautiful shifts. It's really versatile, and it can span across many different seasons. I could see myself getting quite a lot of use out of it. I do have to take a look at my collection though to make sure that I'm being drawn to grays, to make sure that I don't have anything quite like this one. I honestly can't say enough about the quality of Clionadh Cosmetics polishes. I have become quite a fan, and my collection of Clionadh Cosmetics polishes has been growing very rapidly, and I would love to add this one to my collection as well. So this one is by Clionadh Cosmetics, and it's called Hippo. This next one up is by Dom Nail Polish, and it's called High Quality Nudis, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This polish is inspired by the stunning sea slug, aka nudibranch. This one is described as a black jelly with teal blurple shifting shimmer and a bronze magnetic effect. And there's actually only 400 of these ones available, so that's something I'll have to watch out for if I decide to go ahead and purchase this polish. For me, the thing that caught my eye was this contrast between the brown bronze color and that blue. It's a striking, beautiful, and rather unusual effect. I know that I don't have anything like this one in my collection at all. Taking a look at this swatch photo here, we've got a couple of fingers here that are unmagnetized and then two that are magnetized here in the middle. I am just loving that color combination. When I see color combinations like this, I mean, it's not quite the same, but what it reminds me of a tiny bit is of sort of blue jeans with those copper rivets and things like that in it. It's such a classic color combination. And actually, I really would love to look up this sea slug to see what this one looks like in life too, that inspired this polish. But I just think that it's an unusual color combination in terms of my nail polish collection, but it's a color combination that just makes so much sense in life. And for me, it's based on my knowledge of denim and deep denim and those copper rivets. Totally not at all what drew inspiration here from Dom Nail Polish, but I think that this is really a special polish. Beautiful again, magnetized or not. Versatility there is always a plus in my books. So this one is by Dom Nail Polish, High Quality Nudies. This next polish up is by Garden Path Lacquers, and it's called Quack Path. This one is inspired by my very favorite snooty Animal Crossing character, Mallory, and her catchphrase, "I don't know about you, but I have a huge love-hate relationship with the snooty villagers." This one is a grape jelly base packed with purple holographic micro glitter and green-blue shifting aurora shimmer. It's a sibling to I Forgive You and Blessed with Beauty and Rage. There are 1,000 of these available. So actually, this one's capped, but at least it's a very nice high cap. So that has me a little bit less worried than some of the other polishes. Now, it's interesting that this one, actually, I hadn't read the description before adding this one to my wish list. I just thought it was a really strikingly beautiful polish. But the fact that this one is a sibling to I Forgive You, I purchased I Forgive You from a previous polish pickup. That one as well, there was just something about those glitters against the base that was really unlike anything I'd ever seen. Now, unfortunately, I actually haven't had the chance to wear that polish yet. I've actually only owned it for about a month, and I haven't had the opportunity to get it on my nails quite yet, but I cannot wait to wear it. And actually, if I do intend to purchase this one, again, no wonder it caught my eye. It's a finish that has caught my eye in the past. I really should give that sibling polish a try before ordering this one, just to make sure that I enjoy this finish on my nails as much as I do in these swatch photos. I really find that the contrast here between the base color, in this case, it's a grape jelly base, and then there's the purple holographic micro glitter and a green-blue shifting aurora shimmer. I just find that it's a really interesting, like it's complementary yet coordinating. Like it's just, there's subtlety, but also yet not. And I think that there's such a beauty in these polishes, and it looks somehow really quite delicate and ethereal to my eye. So this is by Garden Path Lacquers, Quack Path. This next one up is yet another magnetic polish. This one is by Monarch Lacquer, and this one is called Glasswing Butterfly. I might have to watch out a little bit for the number of magnetics that I'm adding to my list. I find I've been really busy lately, and I haven't had the chance to wear the magnetics I have. But boy, this month, these magnetics are just standouts. They're stunningly gorgeous. The description that goes along with this one is that Glasswing Butterfly is a rosy, magnetic, reflective polish that is loaded with red to orange Morandi shimmer. The combination of magnetic and reflective make this polish extremely eye-catching and fun to wear. Try wearing unmagnetized for a soft, velvety platinum look. And there's no cap for this one, so that's a good thing. No wonder this one was catching my eye. I'm actually a really big fan of that undeniable sparkle of reflective glitter. I know that reflective glitter can be a very polarizing addition to polishes, but I find that it's worth it for me. It is difficult to remove. It requires an extra length of some soaking in order to get it off. But I do find that just undeniable layered sparkle effect looks beautiful across any lighting. Even in indoor lighting, glinting in the sunlight, it really does add something very special. So the fact that this one is a really versatile looking base color with this magnetic, which is really interesting to me, but also with the addition of that reflective glitter, I mean, this one I think actually just jumped up a little bit in the rankings here in my wish list. Just really beautiful and special. And as I said, I think I could see myself using this an awful lot, probably all year round. And just with that added versatility of wearing it magnetized or not, that's a real bonus too. I just took a look at another swatch photo here. It looks to my eye like this one right here, this finger, this ring finger on this swatch, it may not be magnetized, whereas the other fingers do appear to be magnetized. This is a great swatch photo showcasing both. The whole thing really appeals to me. Great polish. This one is by Monarch Lacquer Glasswing Butterfly. This next one up is another offering by Polish for Days, and this polish is called Rarest of Them All. This polish is inspired by the Iberian lynx. It says the most endangered feline species. In 2002, only 94 were living. On the verge of extinction, conservation efforts were implemented, and there are now 1,668 individuals as of 2023. That's pretty incredible. $1 of every bottle will be donated to Panthera. Panthera is devoted to the conservation of the world's 40 species of wildcats and the vast ecosystems they inhabit, including the Iberian lynx. This one is described as a peachy nude base with a sunset shimmer shifting coral, gold, yellow, iridescent shifting shimmer. This one just looks like such a beautiful, versatile polish. Again, I could see myself being drawn to a polish like this one 4 seasons a year, all year round. I could also see this one being really versatile for me in terms of being very work appropriate, also good for some more solemn or serious occasions where you want to look really put together and know that you're wearing something really special, but yet not drawing too much attention through a manicure. I think that this looks just stunning. I think also I'm finding myself really looking forward to the arrival of spring, which is still quite a ways away. And I think this one will just be such a refreshing polish for me to get on my nails right away when I get this polish. So this one is by Polish for Days, Rarest of Them All. This next polish up is by Rogue Lacquer, and it's called Aim High. This polish is inspired by giraffes, and it's a cream-colored base with red copper chrome flakes with orange gold glass flakes. And no cap for that one, which is interesting. This is one that I saw this month that I knew right away before I even read the description, or at least I hoped that I was correct that the inspiration for this one was giraffes. The moment I looked at it, just the colorway of this, the effect of the flakies against the base, it brought to mind giraffes, the name of it, of course, as well. And I was really pleased to see that it was, in fact, a giraffe-inspired polish. I just love it when makers have this incredible talent to be able to take their inspiration and create that in this little bottle of polish. It really is mind-blowing to me, and this is a great example of that kind of artistry. I just want to click on a couple of close-ups here to take a look at the overall effect of the flakes against the base. Here's one right here with that really great creamy base. The nice variety of flakes as well against it creates so much interest. Like, it's neutral, but so interesting, that effect. I know that I don't have anything quite like this one in my collection. Here's another shot. I mean, just so beautiful and glossy, and I love the way those flakes catch the light. And here's another one as well. And I love how flattering this one looks on such a wide variety of skin tones as well. I think that's really well showcased in a lot of these swatches. So I think this one is just such a beautiful work of art. Rogue Lacquer, Aim High. So this next polish up is by Sassy Sauce Polish, and this one's called Boobies Rockin' Everywhere. This one is inspired by the booby bird, and it's a blackened blue in its cold state to cyan in its warm state, thermal, with a glowy blue shimmer, purple, blue, shifting ghost flakies, and a dusting of twinkling black reflective glitter. There's only 500 of these ones available, so a little bit of a smaller cap for this one as well. This one, I have to tell you, I saw video swatches before I saw the wish listing come available on the Polish Pickup website, and I happened to catch a live swatch by Caitlin Swatches on her YouTube channel. This polish, when I saw her put this one on, and the contrast between the cold and warm states, the flakies, the reflective glitter, I mean, I couldn't get over how uniquely stunning this polish was. There's something about seeing it in video, and I think seeing it in person would just be stunning. And anyway, I kind of can't say enough about that. I think these photos are really gorgeous as well, but there was something about that video footage where you were seeing it shift in the light and catch the sparkle of the glitters and the flakes. This has a lot going on, and it was really interesting. Again, I've never seen anything like it. So this incredible blue, this one is by Sassy Sauce Polish, Boobies Rocking Everywhere. This next one up is by Stella Chroma, and this one's called Blue-Footed What? This polish is also inspired by the blue-footed booby. And this one is described as a medium blue crelly with a scattering of gunmetal gray and silver hollow flakies and a bright blue-green purple at extreme angles shimmer. Best worn in 2 to 3 coats. It's a dream to apply and even better to look at. That's great. When I saw this polish and I saw that it was by Stella Chroma, I got really excited. Stella Chroma is a brand that I've had the opportunity to buy from just a little bit in the past, both through these collaboration websites, but also I did make one purchase directly from their website. And I've just been in love with the polishes that I own by Stella Chroma. I actually find that I haven't seen their offerings quite as much as I have in the past, just over these last maybe 6 months to a year. And I was really excited to see this offering. I just think that this is a stunningly beautiful color. And I think because it stood out for me so much, I think that this one would be a little bit unique in my collection. I don't think I have anything quite like this. It really is a beautiful color. Just take a look at a couple of other shots here. I mean, that really is interesting with the gunmetal look as well. Yeah, and that shimmer, you can see a little bit of this shimmer and then it deepening off to the edge. Just a really pretty polish. And I think I'm kind of drawn to blues right now because of the winter, but also it's such a fresh sky blue, I think, as well. Obviously a blue-footed booby blue as well. But just a nice sky blue for like the seasons of spring and summer. And I could see myself getting a lot of use out of this polish as well. Really beautiful blue here by Stella Chroma. Blue-Footed What? This next one on my wish list is by Sweet and Sour Lacquer, and it's called Take the Leap. This polish is inspired by tree frogs, and this one is a lime green jelly with a pink, orange, gold, green shimmer. And there is an availability cap for this one as well. There are only 500 of these polishes being made available. So there's a couple of things here that really caught my eye. First of all, I thought that the base color of this one, it's described as a lime green. I just thought that it was the embodiment of spring here. I thought it was such a perfect green color, and it's a color that I really crave heading towards. The closer we get to spring, the more I want these spring greens. I just think that this one is a beautiful example of that base color that I crave the closer I get to spring. The other thing that actually I have to watch out for a little bit is the fact that this is a green polish with a warmer shimmer to it, a warmer shifting shimmer. This has been a trend that I've been noticing in myself here for the last 6 months or so. And I have purchased quite a few different greens with warm shimmers. I don't think that I have purchased anything quite this limey into the more yellowy range of greens. A lot of the greens that I was purchasing earlier are more like forest green type colors, more like a fall green. And this one I think is a much springier take on that look. But I do have to be a little bit careful because I have been drawn to that type of a color combination, green with warm shimmer, and I don't want to duplicate too much in my collection. Although I have to say, the fact that this one is by Sweet and Sour Lacquer, I don't own too many Sweet and Sour Lacquer polishes, but the ones that I do own have finishes that are probably a little bit comparable to this one, the contrasting shimmer to the base. And those polishes, those shimmers, are absolutely out of this world original in my collection. So I think that if I did go ahead and purchase this one would be a very safe bet. It's beautiful. It's everything my green loving heart has been dreaming of these last 6 months or so. So this one is by Sweet and Sour Lacquer, Take the Leap. And this final polish on my wish list is by Wildflower Lacquer, and this one is called Cat Bear. This polish is inspired by red pandas, And it's a dark orange jelly base with purple to pink to orange shifting shimmer. It says, "This may stain, so please wear a good base coat." And actually, this does look very pigmented, so I would take that warning to heart if I decided to go ahead and get this, and I would wear a good base coat for sure. A little bit more about this product. It says, "Since red pandas are on the endangered species list, we are donating $2 of every bottle sold to the Red Panda Network. Red Panda Network is committed to the conservation of wild red pandas and their habitat through the education and empowerment of local communities." I'm actually really moved by the number of polishes that are being offered this month that are donating to charity. I think that's a really beautiful gesture on the part of these makers. Now, this polish caught my eye immediately because this is a color combination that has been a favorite in my life for decades. This idea of orange and this bright pink. Yeah, I mean, the description here, it says that it's a dark orange jelly base with purple to pink to orange shifting shimmer. When I was growing up, I had this orange cardigan with this bright kind of fuchsia edging to it. And I love this cardigan. I mean, I don't even know what happened to it. It was so long ago. I don't really remember if I donated it or if I just wore it out, but I love that cardigan. And anytime I see anything in this orange to pink colorway, like, I'm just in love with it. It brings back so many nostalgic feelings, and I know that it's a color combination that I love. And this is a maker that I really enjoy as well. Wildflower Lacquer Cat Bear. So that's it for my 13-item wish list. It is a little bit tricky here. There's so many really unique polishes. I love the fact that so many brands, so many makers are also donating to charity this month. I think that's a really special thing that they're doing. I also think that these makers have really gone above and beyond to just showcase the best they possibly can within this theme of wild animals. Polish Pickup opens this month on February the 2nd, and this is a pre-order website. So when you order, it will take several weeks after the shop closes for you to be able to get your purchase shipped out to you. Just for a little bit more information about Polish Pickup if you need it, I find that their website for Polish Pickup is absolutely excellent. Really anything that you need to know is available here. They've got a great info section here with information about how to contact them if you have questions. There's the calendar events, frequently asked questions. They've got great information here about shipping and how long it takes to get to you. But something else here is they also have very detailed information about when the shop opens for pre-order. So the shop opens February 2nd at 11 o'clock a.m., and that's Eastern time. And it closes February the 5th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. Now that 11 o'clock a.m. shop opening Eastern time is pretty important if you have any items on your wish list that are capped. So there's limited quantities available. You want to make sure that you shop early. You don't want to miss out on those limited edition items that come in limited quantities. So that's it for my wish list this month. I'm curious, are you shopping Polish Pickup this month? What items are catching your eye? Please feel free to add all your picks in the comments and we can continue on the conversation. I have to admit, I'm actually finding it hard to make top picks this month. There's so many that are catching my eye. I'll have to sit with it for a little bit to see which ones really are maybe my top 3 or 4 picks before I purchase. If you enjoy nail-related content, consider subscribing. I release nail-related content as often as I can, and by subscribing, you won't miss out on any of the fun. Also, if you like these types of wishlist videos, consider giving this video a like. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job and that you'd like to see more content similar to this in the future. Thanks so much for joining me today for this wishlist video. Happy shopping. Hopefully I'll see you again in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.